안녕하세요 여러분, 한국 사랑하는 호주사라입니다. 오늘의 스폰서 캠블리한테 먼저 너무 감사합니다. 이런 스폰서 안 받았으면 이런 영상 못 만들어요. 처음부터 감사합니다 이라는 말 하고 싶었어요. 와, 사라 영어 되게 잘하신다. 사라만큼 영어 했으면 좋겠다. 사실은 생각보다 이런 얘기 더 자주 들어요. 그런데요, 제가 원어민이잖아요. 그래서 영어 못했으면 어떡하죠? 제가 호주에 태어났고 제 부모님과 영어밖에 안 하니까 당연히 저도 영어 합니다. 그런데 제가 한국어 배웠잖아요. 아직도 배우고 있어요. 그래서 언어 배우는 거에 대해서 조금 알고 있어서 그런 팁 주고 싶었어요. So that brings me to today's video, which is my top 5 tips for learning English. Oh, Korean. If that's what you're studying, you can apply these tips to whatever language you're learning. Okay, let's go. Tip number 1. Be patient. 처음부터 언어 배우는 거 시간이 엄청 많이 걸려요. Language is always evolving, so there is always more to learn. 이런 질문이 또 많이 받는 것 같아요. Sarah, how long did it take you to learn Korean? And that's a hard one to answer because I'm still learning. 아직도 모르는 거 많잖아요. I haven't learned Korean yet. I feel like I'm still learning Korean. And so the same goes for learning English. It's going to take a long time, so you need to be patient because language changes. So as you get better, there's going to be more new language to learn. Even native speakers are constantly learning as well. But for me, it took me 2.5 years of official study, as in like paid lessons, and then a lot of making videos and practicing alone by myself. And I'm still only at this level, so I still need to do a lot more. But learning takes time, it takes practice, and it takes consistency. And so you need to be very patient with yourself for all of that. Tip number 2. Don't burn out. Keep your goals realistic. Saying that you want to be fluent in 6 months is nearly impossible unless you're like one of those geniuses that like just sucks up languages. So set realistic goals. 당연하지, 공부할 때 공부 많이 하는 거 좋지만 오늘은 6시간, 9시간 동안, 8시간 동안 배울 거예요. 영어. Now, everyone's different, but I feel like rather than studying for 8 hours once every 2 weeks, it's much better to do short amounts of time daily or almost daily and form habits that way. So my style was always, instead of like spending the whole day studying one subject, I would spend small amounts of time each day studying that. So you can soak it up over a longer amount of time. And we're back for point 3. Put yourself in a position where you have to speak with native English speakers or native Korean speakers if you're learning Korean. 한국어 배우는 것 중에 제일 잘 나는 방법은 시끄럽네. 한국에 유학생으로 왔어요. 그래서 그때는 제가 혼자서 왔으니까 제가 한국어 많이 써야 됐어요. 뭐냐면 제가 뭐 음식 주문할 때 아니면 뭐뭐 할 때 그때는 뭐 한국어 원어민이랑 같이 지내는 거 너무 도움이 됐어요. So by coming as an exchange student, it meant I was suddenly surrounded by Korean native speakers and I, had to do a lot of things by myself. Even back then, there wasn't these English apps for transport like there is now. Smartphones weren't even really a thing when I was an exchange. They were just kind of, only the rich kids had them. So to get around and stuff, you had to do that all yourself. And at the time I found it very difficult. But now I'm so glad I did that because it's been such a help for me now, kind of forcing myself to learn. Now, I understand that not everyone has the financial means to go on exchange. I was lucky that I was born and raised in Australia, where our minimum wage is quite high. So I was able to get a job while at university and work on the weekends or after university. So I was able to fund my university exchange that way, which was great. But I understand that not everyone's in a position to do that. And so here's where Camberley comes in. And this is why I like them as a sponsor, because so many of my viewers, I know you guys want to learn English, but it's expensive to go overseas. But if you still want to get good at English, or if you want to improve your English before you go overseas, on exchange, for a holiday, this is a great way to do that as well. 그래서 여러분, 제가 캠블리 좋아하는 이유는 원어민 튜터이랑 직접 얘기할 수 있어요. 그리고 캠블리 튜터 중에 다른 나라 사람을 만나요. 그래서 호주 발음 배우고 싶으면 호주 선생님 찾으면 되고, 아니면 미국 발음 원하면 미국 선생님도 찾으면 되고, 아니면 영국 발음도 있고 많은 나라에 발음이 있어요. And so I remember Camberley telling me that they recommend doing 15 minutes of language or like conversational classes with a native speaker a day to improve your language level. And I really like that idea because 15 minutes out of your day is a very short and attainable amount of time. And I think it's much more important to be consistent because you're in this for the long haul. 아! 디스카운트 코드 있어요. 여기 좀 짜잔 그거 쓰면 됩니다. 자, 여러분 잠깐만요. 다음 날이에요. 제가 어제 얘기 너무 많이 했잖아요. 얘기하는 것보다 직접 보여주는 거 훨씬 더 좋지 않나요? 캠블리 사용하는 거 너무 쉬워요. 그래서 제가 직접 보여드릴게요. 그럼 먼저 캠블리 앱 이렇게 열리고 로그인도 하고 그리고 여기 튜터즈 있어요. 이거 누르면 여기 튜터 다 보일 수 있어요. You can do this 24/7. There's always tutors online. 저 친구가 나왔어요. 와, 우리 친구 막 어떤 캠블리 행사에 제가 막 만나봤어요. 그리고 여기 문자 메시지도 보내줄 수 있고 콜도 할 수 있어요. 우리 마크가 한번 직접 콜 해볼까요? 제가 왜 긴장이 돼요? Hi.
How have you been? What have you been doing lately?
Good, good. I'm just filming a video now. Actually, can you see my camera?
Oh wow! Yeah.
I'm filming a video for Camberley and I saw your name on it, so I was like, I'm gonna try and call you.
Oh cool. Well, hello people.
Ta-da!
Hi.
Are you still in Seoul?
I'm currently in the Netherlands.
The Netherlands. That's so cool.
Yeah.
한국말 조금 아시죠?
조금요.
아, 그래서 한국 사람들이 전화하면 좀 도와줄 수 있어요?
Normally when they call me, I just say, 안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. 저는 마키예요. And then they feel comfortable, and then I just switch into English.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not actually here for an English lesson. I just wanted to show people.
Good luck with your video, and I hope to see you again soon.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye. Wee. 야, 여러분 그렇게 간단해요. 자, 이렇게 합니다, 여러분. 이렇게 친구 만나는 거 엄청 신기해요. It's so easy to do. So when you just have 15 minutes to kill, why not call up and have an English conversation? Your friend is running late. You can just be like, I'm just going to call Camberley and talk for 15 minutes. I seriously wish there was something like this for when I was studying Korean. 그래서 여러분 한번 도전해보세요. 짜잔! Number 4. Writing is important, but do not just focus only on that. 말하기, 듣기, 이런 것도 연습해야 돼요. While it's important to get grammar and reading down, a lot of real-life conversations, the vocabulary and grammar patterns are very different to what you learn in reading and writing. 한국어 쓸 때랑 말할 때 너무 다르잖아요. 그래서 영어도 같죠. 영어 읽을 때 그리고 말할 때 좀 다를 수도 있어요. 그래서 읽는 것도 중요하지만 근데 말하는 것도 듣기도 배우는 것도 중요해요. And if it's possible, it's also important to try and talk and listen to a lot of people with different accents. I found like in Korean as well, I've learnt mainly from people with standard Seoul accents. 진주에 갔을 때 그때는 진주 사람들이 무슨 말 하고 있는지 제가 이해가 못했어요. 저보다 나이가 조금 더 많으신 분들이 저한테 얘기할 때 이해하는 거 너무 힘들어요. And so this is a mistake I've made, is not listening to enough different accents throughout my time. English is spoken in many different countries with a lot of different accents. So I think that's important to try and, whether that's watching movies or making friends from different countries, I think that's a really good idea as well. 그리고 마지막, number 5. Find a type of study that works for you. So I saved this one for last because I really think it's super important because despite all the tips I've given you in this, these are what worked for me. And so what works for me and what works for you could be totally different things. But do not give up and keep trying different forms of study until you find what you like, because there will be a way that you like studying. 저 같은 경우는 제가 되게 오랜 시간 공부하는 거 싫어요. 그래서 제가 엄청 짧게, 작게, 자주 공부하는 거 제가 좋아합니다. So I would tend to keep like I've got them with me actually. Whoa. Come here. These are my cards that I've had for like, I'm gonna say like 7 years. My flashcards. And so I've kept these and I brought them back to Korea with me. And so I like to just kind of read up on these when I have time. That's kind of my way of studying. You need to find a way of studying that's fun for you. For me, it was like breaking down song lyrics. I liked to kind of try and translate song lyrics because often songs use really colorful language, so there was a lot of words that maybe I wouldn't hear in normal conversation. And so don't be hard on yourself and don't give up if you haven't found a way of studying that works for you, because there are so many different ways to study and there will be something that works for you. So stick to that. Study is rarely easy, but you can make it easier for you. Okay, woo! Sorry. 오늘 영어 영상이었으니까 영어 좀 많이 썼죠? 제 발음이 어땠어요? 영어 할 때 말을 좀 빠르게 하잖아요. 다 이해했어요? 다 이해가 못했으면 여러분 캠블리 코팅! 이런 영어 영상 좋아하면 꼭 좋아요 눌러주세요. 영어 공부 화이팅!